So, one cornerstone of American democracy that we don't appreciate enough is the system of trial by jury. I once served as a jury foreman back in 2010, and it is the most direct experience of democracy that any citizen can ever participate in. It's you and 11 of your peers having to decide the guilt or innocence of a person accused, and if you find them guilty, then deciding on the punishment. It is as direct democracy as it gets in our society, and it is a safeguard against the abuses of state power. Grand juries and petty juries alike deciding whether or not there's enough evidence for an indictment or whether or not a person is guilty beyond reasonable doubt. These are cornerstones of civil jurisprudence, of criminal law, and of preserving American democracy. It's a democratic institution that we must safeguard at all costs, and it's a backstop for American democracy. The Weimar Republic period is an important thing to study, but we should bear in mind some key differences between the United States and Weimar-era democracy in Germany. In Weimar Germany, democracy was very new and could be derided by the Nazis as a foreign imposition by the Allies, as something that was not befitting the German people. They had been under the Kaiser before that, so that argument held some cachet. We, on the other hand, have been a democratic country since the late 18th century. We have a longer democratic tradition. It's not to say we're not in peril, we are, but it is not as though democracy itself isn't deeply woven into our country's roots, our traditions, our people, our songs, our everything. And people are standing up against autocracy, and they know in their bones that we do not have a king, we have a president, the rule of law, not the rule of men. These are key cornerstones of American democracy. We can fight, we can win, we can get our democracy back. Weimar Germany abolished trial by jury in 1924. It was gone before the Nazi rise to power. And they were already using emergency decrees and undermining German democracy before the Nazis came to power. These are important things to remember. And it's the reason that show trials like they had in the Soviet Union or malicious prosecutions, they're just not going to work here so long as we have a trial by jury by our peers. That will be a backstop against just running roughshod over the legal system, so long as that holds. Just something to bear in mind as we continue the struggle to try and restore American democracy.